Hey, what up, man? So, this is gonna be a quick video on this chick, Tiffany Haddish, bro. Tiffany Haddish has had a jump in her fame over the last couple years, and I guess her big pop was the thing, Girls Trip. We all know the black female comedian. You get one, I'll say, per every 10 years or so. And their run doesn't run for too long, because for the most part, female comedians aren't that funny unless they're like on a sitcom or something like that, and they have a syndicated sitcom that's picked up for repeated seasons. Female comedians just don't last, because even that's not just black, that's white, anything in period. The white girl that was so big, she popped, and Monique used her as an example and tried to use the whole racism card or whatever, because she got a big Netflix deal and they didn't want to give her money and all that shit. Amy Schumer, here's another example too. Her flame came and gone. Again, female comedians just aren't that funny for long. They're not talking about sex or something like that. Again, people thought, they're not gonna really be interested. That's the most thing they're gonna talk about. But either way, man. So Tiffany Haddish, she's had a meteoric rise in her fame since the Girls Trip thing, and then she hooked her wagon to, or maybe he hooked her wagon to his. Did her solid for Kevin Hart. A lot of people realized, and they was like, hey, Kevin Hart met this whole backlash from the LGBT thing. Well, hey, where the hell is Tiffany Haddish, man? Because when Cat Williams pretty much went on the front on assault, because Cat Williams, for all means, have been blackballed from, he's been blackballed from the Hollywood industry. He had his run, and he's pretty much just too blatantly honest, and he was telling shit he shouldn't have been told, as far as the way shit gets down and shit they do to the people or whatever. So they cut his ass off. And he pretty much exposed the fact that, Tiffany Haddish really isn't funny. The only reason she's here because she's the girl, she's the flavor of the month for now, and they're gonna hook her up to Kev. And since Kev has got the run for now, they're gonna build her up off the back of Kevin Hart. All right, Kevin Hart vouched for her and says, hey, she's funny. They do a couple movies together, and therefore he keeps her relevant, and she's that chick. Well, in the meantime, between time, man, what you it's a lot of things have been brought to light. I won't really necessarily say exposed, because it's not really exposure, because this really is her. This is really Tiffany Haddish. The fact she was married to the white guy, got divorced. She's pretty much extremely insecure female, despite her fame and her meteoric rise. She's basically begging a man. Always, her whole thing is, trying to get some man to sleep with her. All right. She was doing the whole thing with Leo DiCaprio, and to the point where I think Leo DiCaprio had to address it and pretty much be like, hey, bitch, no, I'm not interested, and please stop putting my name out there, and so on and so forth. Here too long ago, Tracy Morgan said she was trying to get on his son, she wanted her to put him on his son, and now the Vic Mensa, the 2019 Prince nigga, is saying that she touched on him in a club. All right, and it was the story of how she was saying how she was depressed. She was extremely depressed because it's hard for her to get a relationship despite her fame and all this other shit, bro. And Tiffany Haddish is a microcosm of the reality of the black female, bro. All right, Tiffany Haddish, she's on the scale of 1 to 10. I give her capped out at 5, bro. All right, and 5 is actually being nice, but that's everything encompassed. Her stature, her wealth, all of those things. She caps out at a 5 for me. For one, she's not facially attractive. 2, she's old. I think she 40. She's got to be 40 or damn near 40. And for me, the fatal fucking flaw, she has a fucking big ass mole on her face. So me, a mole is a no-go, bro. You got a mole, you got to go. I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, man, all that being taken into account, she's trying to figure out, you know, why don't these niggas want me? I got money, I'm famous, you know, why is it so hard for me to get the type of man that I want? And she's a super aggressive, she has to be a super aggressive female. She has to overly sexualize herself. And still, nobody's gonna bite. And this is like what I said the other day. It was like, oh, you mean to tell me a woman can talk herself out of some penis? Hell yeah. If you're not that attractive, yes. A dude, at the end of the day, what women, especially black women, fail to understand is, yeah, dudes will, for the most part, have sex with pretty much anything. But at the same time, it's like, it's just some things where like a dude will turn you down if he has a better option, or he's just not sexually attracted to you. At the end of the day, you know, penises don't work like vaginas, man. All right, a penis has to be extremely interested in order to work, and if you can't interest that male, his penis is not going to work like it is. A vagina don't really work. All a vagina has to do is, you know, be there. It's not much work involved to be what that is, all right? But we're not gonna really get too deep into that. But you know, back to it. Tiffany Haddish, man, she's trying to make too many waves out here. And then she recently she just did the whole thing where she's gonna cancel her thing in Georgia because of the abortion bill. And this goes back to show you, man, that like saying, you know, these black females, bro, they're for the wrong thing. All right. Not only did she show you where her loyalties lied, she shit on the dude again that put her on, and the reason she's popping like she is. I think now, yeah, she's even doing a voiceover in the Secret Life of Pets 2 or whatever it is. You know, and that voice acting thing, man, that's huge. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they're gonna be nowhere near as big as, you know, Toy Story or anything like that. But still, just that alone, you know, that's a big niche, and if it pops, you get paid a lot of money for just talking. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You don't even really gotta act. All you gotta do is speak, read a script, you know, and then the animators do all the rest of the work. But you know, she further, you know, slapped Kevin Hart in the face, because that's another thing. That's a part and parcel, even though it's not LGBT directly. The whole feminism and LGBT stuff, man, they're hand in hand, bro. And the thing the feminists don't understand is that the feminists are supporting something that's going to overtake them, because this alternative lifestyle group agenda is rolling hard, man. Especially when it comes to these transitioning things going on, and where these men are transitioning to women and overtaking women in women's spaces, especially sports and even other things for that matter, man. I think what was it, the world pageant or either Miss America not too long ago, it was one of the two, or one of the countries or whatever had their whatever you know, their national pageant, and a trans person finished, like, was a finalist. I don't think they won it altogether, but they were a finalist, okay, or they were the representative for either that country or some along the lines of that. And what women don't understand, man, is like you're going against your own you're defeating your own personal goals and your own personal status, man, because they're trying to replace you. And it's getting to the point of where it's scary out here, man. That's why I don't think people understand how dangerous this stuff is, because like, we didn't have to worry about this growing up, not in America. You know what I'm saying? You have to tell your sons to be out here doing package checks, man. You have to be out here having your sons tell you, hey, I need to see that birth certificate, to make sure they're not, you know, getting bamboozled. But, you know, to get back on the Tiffany Haddish thing, Tiffany Haddish is again, the example and the epitome of the black woman's understanding of her sexual marketplace value. At the end of the day, if you're not at a certain level of attractiveness, I don't care how much money you have, I don't care how much esteem you have, any of those things, it's not going to matter. The dude's not going to choose you. And if and when you're overly aggressive, he's going to run away from you. And he's not going to want anything to do with you. And let people know on the back end, you know, if you get out of hand, or if you keep doing all these other things and blowing up the spot and trying to make yourself, you know, more important than you should be, and tell the truth about who you really are. You know, dudes aren't just doing this for the sake of the like, you know, clout chase and come up off Tiffany Haddish. No, men understand how this shit works and how women get over, bro. A woman, it's cool for, you know, a woman to tell how a man's trying to have sex with her. Oh, he was in my inbox and so on and so forth. When I tell females all the time, as long as you have a mouth, a vagina, and an anus, a man trying to sleep with you is nothing impressive. All right, you exposing a man for trying to have sex with you that's like kindergarten shit to me. Because I mean, at this point in time, how valuable is that? When again, like I said, people shoot their shots any and every day to have sex with a female, and that's how this thing is supposed to work. All right, that's the man and the woman, man being sexually attracted to a woman. That's still a thing, people. I know it's kind of far-fetched in today's modern society, in the way they would tell you, but you know, yeah, that's how that's supposed to work. So when they see a female, bro, do that type of shit, and then she gonna carry on like, you know, her fame or her esteem, you know, makes her bigger than something else, than everything else. Yo, I'm gonna call that shit out. Especially the old heads like a Tracy Morgan or whatever. Like, bitch, really? You trying to get me to put you on my son? Like, what? No. What are you doing? Like, no, I already know what you are. Bitch, you're an old cougar, fucking man eater. Like, why you want my son? I'm not gonna throw my son to you. Cause I know all you gonna do, bitch, you crazy. Like, you just did a story saying how you taking antidepressants and shit. Why would I throw my son to you when, you know, it's some chick out here that's just as interested, she's more attractive, she's younger, and she doesn't have your baggage. But again, what these females don't understand, bro, is the depreciation of your sexual marketplace value, as, you know, according to the variables. Your age, your attractiveness, your demeanor, your mental and emotional stability, and if you have kids and all those other things too. Once you you know, get to the regular everyday female, all right, and for whatever reason, you ladies are being told that, you know, by the shade room and gossip and Lord help us, Sierra and fucking Russell Wilson, that's supposed to be you. No, ma'am, it's not. No. That's a 1 in a million chance right there, man. That's a 1 in a million baby mama turn, you know, Captain Save a Whole, you know, holy union. All right, that's what that was. And I think that relationship in itself is, again, that's manufactured, but that's neither here nor there, man. But either way, be careful of these Tiffany Haddishes out here, bro. You females, you can learn a lot from her. Don't be like Tiffany Haddish, bro. All right, especially like I said, and you got to think, as much money as she got and all this other shit and fame and esteem, dude still running away from her. So just put yourself in front of the mirror and see how you match up to Miss Haddish. If you're out here and you're over the age of 25, I say, and you are so many kids deep, and you know you're not that, you know, attractive on an attractive scale, I'll say, you know, you're below a 6, you cap out at a 6. You know, you have to try to make at least a 6. Makeup and weave and nails and all this stuff in order to be a 6. You can't expect just, you know, to have the cream of the crop, man. Just like y'all tell us. Y'all keep telling us dudes, oh, well, you this, you that, you broke, you ugly, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. Okay, cool. And the thing about a man is, a man can be realistic. A man, okay, all right, yeah, you're right. I'm this, I'm that. So, you know, I'll hunt within my range. You know, I'll shoot a little higher, and if I fall below that, great. And if I get lucky, great. But you know, a man is more realistic with his assessment. Females, on the other hand, like I said, there's a lot of Tiffany Haddishes out here, bro. And y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop this stuff, bro. This chick is, I'll say I give her another year of relevancy. And unfortunately, bro, after it, she's gonna have a real hard fall from fame and a hard fall from grace. She's doing too much. She has her hand in way too many pots. She's wearing far too many hats to stay relevant out here. And it's too many occasions of dudes exposing her for, you know, just being a fucking, like, a man eater, bro. She has to have, she's shooting above her realm. All right? She's out here, she putting herself out here like too much. But hey, man, you know, all you can do is wish the lady the best. And again, she's making her own bed, so you got to lay in it. So that's that on that one, man. And I'll catch you on the next one.